Captain's Log Supplemental.
So, Miss Vicki.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when we were watching those WRL events and some of those grid life events where you used to see the in-car video and it had like the cameras seeing front and back, but it also could see all the telemetry and everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the ones that we liked were taken by the Sentinel system. Remember James came on our podcast earlier?
Right.
You know, we have no excuse since he lent us one for trial and demonstration purposes. We should actually probably put that in one of our cars. Maybe two.
I really think we should.
I think we should.
I know.
Because then we'd look like the immature endurance racing team that we are. Oh, wait, I mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. We could
So what does the Sentinel system do?
We could have 3 cameras with picture-in-picture. We could have, if we ever get the AIM system to work, open invitation to anybody from AIM to come on and give us a little bit of love. We need some help. And then we could have all our telemetry on there. And then we can have it streamed live into the paddock or around the world to our millions of fans. We're apparently very popular in Kenya right now. Don't know why, but that's fine. And it can integrate all the available race statistics from like Race Hero and everything. So we could actually see how we're doing on video. We wouldn't even have to carry around our phone anymore. Live.
I love it.
From the great halls of their house, there are assembled 3 who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Denominating without Dawson, denominating without Dawson. I me some denominating without Dawson.
I know. He's on vacation. He's with kids.
Where's his
It's like
priorities?
school season
What's his
starting.
priorities? What the hell? Doesn't he know I'm going to hold his paycheck back? He's not getting any money this week. I might even make it next week too.
We love Dawson so much.
Why are you saying that? He's not listening. He doesn't listen unless he's on. So anyway, my dear.
Yes.
Since we're denominating without Dawson.
Yes.
Merch coming soon.
Yep.
You recently went to an event.
Yes.
A driver improvement event. It was not an HPDE. It was something very, very different. We had an episode on the whole thing. It was different.
We did.
And when I was quickly scrambling, trying to find out how to do a denominating with Dawson without Dawson, or is it denominating without Dawson? Whatever. DwD.
Yes.
Since I'm a listener, I can say this. Listener wrote in with a question.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's call the listener codename Bill. I don't know. Why not? So, what are you went to this event. You learned some new things. You learned some new things about your driving. You learned some things about what your driving should be, what it could be, what you're doing, what you're not doing. What are like the takeaways from the event? What are the things that you're either looking to improve upon, looking to change, looking to drop, looking to totally just don't do that anymore? Any of those? What do you got? What do you got?
Well, I certainly want to, I think I mentioned before that breaking into an apex, which seems to have been my greatest anxiety level of
especially at high speed.
Especially at high speed, yes. What was my big challenge to overcome. And I'm quite comfortable with that now.
Mhm.
I'm very, very comfortable with it now. So now my big strategy is going to have to be is to work on my throttle, which was a whole conversation that we had when they just said, foot to the floor. It's a light switch in a
In,
Miata.
in your
Okay,
car,
in
it
a
is, yeah.
Miata. Yeah, in a Miata. It's stop or go. That's it. But my big challenge was very stupid. Was a very elementary question of what does that mean? And we all pick up habits along the way, and then we don't realize that they're bad habits until much later. So there's some programming that has to be broken. And one of my biggest issues every time that I was accelerating, and I did bring this up before in past podcasts, was so I learned that waiting for the car to settle is not the proper strategy. I have to make the car settle,
Mhm.
not wait for the car to settle. And early on, way early on, um, in my learning process, after going off, it was told, wait till the car to settle. And I've always, that never went away.
Don't
That
yell at
whole
me.
thought,
I didn't
no,
do it.
that I know that whole thought process never ever went away. So I have always been driving and waiting when I should be making the car do what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing now with throttle.
So, addressing your throttle.
Hmm.
Doing my best Ben impersonation. If you're waiting for the car to settle, you're wasting time.
Yep.
Okay. One. And two, I asked you, I remember doing it, but you were kind of tired, so I'm not sure you remember. When we talked about this, I don't remember if we were driving together or driving separate because we had two cars and it was a busy weekend. When you were talking about this, and I tried to bring up the okay, what happens if you do go back to throttle too soon? What's going to happen? And do you remember
I,
what your response was?
I don't know.
Okay. Um, and then
No,
I
I mean
said,
yeah, I mean like I legit don't know.
you don't know what would happen, or you don't know what your response was. Those are two different answers.
I don't know what I both.
Okay. So it eventually went down the path of then the car will get kind of,
Wonky.
and I said, so,
Yeah,
and you had this like semi light bulb. You weren't a lot of wattage at that time of day because you were pretty
I
much
was
shot,
not.
but you had this like, oh yeah, if the car gets a little bit out of sorts, I can easily bring it back.
Yes.
So
And
you're afraid of nothing, you know,
right.
essentially.
And I think that part of that um fear, and I don't know technically if it's fear, it's
It's
just
not, but I'm just saying you're
self-preservation,
yeah.
was I didn't have control of the car at the time,
Mhm,
when now I have way more control of the car.
mhm.
Um and it kind of brings me back, and a while, about 2 weeks ago, I posted something. um it was it was an advertisement for High Plains Racetrack, and it I put it on the feed for um in the group, the unofficial lemons.
Yeah, unofficial 24-hour limits Facebook
Yeah,
page. Yeah.
correct, that one. And I was yelling, Dawson, is that you? And what it was it this Miata. They had all these nice cars that were kind of going by, and they're racing, they're doing the track, and then there's this Miata. that comes in skidding sideways using the whole track. Like he's drifting. He's drifting, he catches and he goes. And I'm like, that's what I need to be doing
Okay.
right there. So it's
All right.
just full commitment.
So my last, because you just walked me right into exactly where I was going. So my last one before you get past your throttle, did you realize and did you fully comprehend the vast tonal difference between when you were in the car and when you were in the classroom and Alyssa was in your car?
I did.
Your
I
car don't
did.
sound like that with you in it,
No, it does not. It
but
does
it
not.
could.
But it can.
Okay.
So, and that's where I am, where I'm heading with it right now.
And we have yet to go through the data difference between the two of you. I don't know if you did that in class or not, because I wasn't at every class, but that is
No,
going to
I
be
haven't even looked at it yet.
okay. That is something I want to do with you as soon as you have
Yeah.
time in your schedule.
I think that would be, since we're already going into Friday, I think that would be a great weekend thing.
Maybe.
Is to hang out and have a little date night going over racing data.
Okay. Wait, we know how to party. Our
We'll
20
get
year
some
olds,
Chinese
our
food.
20-year-old selves were like, oh yeah, we stayed home and we looked at data traces. Woo, we rocking this place. Swingers. So throttle is one.
Yes.
Okay. We'll call that project Don't Be Such a Pansy.
Yes.
And then what was the next thing on your agenda?
Was waiting for the car to settle.
Did we just do that?
That, well, that was just full throttle. So the other one, um, I think honestly it's just full commitment because, as the data was stating is that my braking was on point. It's just that I was waiting in certain area. The braking was a lot better with Alyssa's.
I think you're misstating it technically. Your minimum speeds were the same, but your braking wasn't the same. We'll check it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to go up against what her reference laps were for, and going to go out and work on some stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to catch up with Mario back up at that track.
Do you understand the difference between Vmin and braking?
No.
Okay. So Vmin is the minimum velocity or minimum speed that you go through the turn, which means if you have a turn and you're going through, I'm drawing things on the listeners can't see this, but if you're going through a turn and you go down and then you hit a low speed and then you go up. So your bottom of the speed, the slowest speed that you got to was pretty close, if not the same as hers in almost every turn. The difference was yours was longer and hers was whoop, and she gets to Vmin and it goes right back up, which is good. The harder thing is not to over slow, to go too slow. So you don't have that problem. But your minimum was too long and maybe your slope was different. So we'll have to check.
So the drag coming out of the turns was me mentally in that hiccup waiting for the car to settle.
Yeah, don't do that.
And don't do that. And don't do that. You make that car. You throw that car around.
Especially the Miata.
I know.
Grab it by the neck and throw it on the ground.
I think that's what they're telling me is that you just you just take control of it. Okay. Take it by the reins and you do it. So
should we be lucky enough to have one Mr. Dawson listening to this episode? Zero chance. Ben, we need to talk about this on the next time you're on because I'm not sure she's going to listen to me as much as she'll listen to you.
No, I'm totally there. Like I'm feeling it. I'm ready to go hook back up with Mario. As soon as we get things settled.
Any other takeaways from the event, my dear?
I'm ready for data.
In what way?
I'm ready to absorb data now. I'm ready to understand how it works. I've moved to that point now.
To understand how it works, or to use it, or to
both.
Imagine if we're at an HPD event and you have four. Let's just say we have four different sessions on track each day.
Yeah.
Does that mean you are ready to look at data in between stints? Does that mean you're willing to look at data after day 1, looking forward to day 2? Or does that mean you'll tolerate me sometime about 2 weeks after the event?
I think that at a lemons race, I don't think the data really matters.
I was at an HPDE and we had 4
But in
stints.
an HPDE, I would be ready to do it in between stints.
Okay. All right.
I
Just
think I'm actually ready for you to coach me now.
100% lies. So does that mean you want to interact with the Garmin, or does that mean you want to interact with your AIM or your Apex Pro? Because there's 3 different ways to go, and I can do all 3 of them. I'm fine with all of them.
I think we should test, but I think since we have the aim in the car right now,
Apex Pro's in there too.
yeah.
Your car actually had all 3 for the weekend.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, I had the Garmin in the Integra just in case you took that because you were
Yeah.
concerned.
So, yeah, well, I think that
Can-
I am going to start with the aim.
Okay.
Because we could just pull the card.
Okay. Can I make a request if you're ready for
Sure.
me to coach you?
Mhm.
Let's do Apex Pro in between sessions, and let's do AIM at night. And then,
Okay.
If the night goes well, we can try doing AIM the next day. But AIM is a little more involved in the Apex Pro,
Okay.
and I want to
So,
baby steps for you.
yeah. So I think that my learning is going to be definitely understanding how it works and what they all mean. But we pulled up that aim off that system in my car, and
Mhm.
that was a really cool system. It had video
Yep.
along the same lines as the data itself.
Mhm.
It had everything,
So were you
which
looking at the video, or were you looking at the squiggly
I didn't
lines?
look at any of it. I didn't. I saw Peter Krause have it up in front of the classroom.
But what was he looking at? Was he looking at the video, or was he looking at the wiggly lines?
I think he was looking at the wiggly lines.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So,
So,
because I remember because we had the camera set too high.
yep, we did.
Yeah. Or
That's
too
the one
low or
thing.
something.
That's the one thing, listeners. If you have a SmartyCam or something like it, it doesn't have a screen, so you can't see what you're aiming at. So how do you set the camera angle? Because in order to set the camera angle, you have to take the camera out to look at the data card. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, GarageHeroesInTraining@gmail.com. Your feedback would be welcome. Okay, so you got 3 things. Is there anything else, or are you going to cut it at 3? Are you got
I
3
think I'm going to
takeaways?
cut it 3. I don't want to overwhelm. I think they're 3 pretty solid things.
They are. They are.
Mhm.
All right. I may have some homework for you.
Okay.
It's going to be like a short article on how to
Okay.
interpret and understand data, just fundamentals. It's
Mhm.
like 5 pages, I think. It's not bad.
Okay.
All right, so you got 3 things taken out
Yep.
of the you probably have some more, but let's try and just keep it short and sweet. And
Yes.
I think if you get a couple of those done, even if you don't get all of them done, you'll be better. You'll be Vicki 2.0.
Yes. Yes.
And Vicki 1.0 is pretty awesome. So 2.0, can't wait.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, 3 they're 3 pretty solid ones. So
They're kind of big. Don't
they
feel
are big.
They're not like, oh, I'm gonna, turn left with my
But
right hand or something
right,
silly.
yeah,
They're-
but if you think about it,
Mhm. Mhm.
they're not so much linked in learning.
No, they're not. Can I
Yes,
give you one?
yes,
All right,
yes.
I got one more.
Okay.
Since you volunteered me to be your coach, I have a drill for you. I know you like drills. They're your favorites. This drill involves you driving your car, your manual car
hmm
around everywhere, no matter where you go. And here's your goal. This is my goal for you. Whenever you change gears up or down, I want you to think about the clutch and listen or feel the car. And you shouldn't hear the engine go up or down. Now your Integra has auto blip, so that pollutes it a little bit.
Yeah.
So you don't want to hear that, because then you're going into it too soon, because it only auto blips when you start releasing the clutch. Or the car shouldn't pull or push. It should be a smooth, no matter what the speed, no matter what the RPM. I want you to concentrate on that little transition, because that'll help you on track when you're doing it in battle, let's say. Because the smoother you can make that transition, that's the theory for the blipping with the heel toe. So
Right.
that's kind of like heel toe -1 or 99 as opposed to level 100. That might help you. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
We don't want the blip.
You don't want the engine to go up, and you don't want the drivetrain to get shocked. You want it to all be smooth. Like no engine goes up or engine goes down. Either both are bad, because that means they didn't match. And then you're putting strain into the transmission. And if I'm wrong, GarageHeroesInTraining@gmail.com. People like to write in when I'm wrong. It never happens. But, the only person to write in so far is Vicki.
Thank you, everybody.
That was funny. All right. Off to the bathtub.
Jokes
Here I go.
are so bad. Jokes are so bad.
But consistent.
Oh.